So I'm going to talk about dyspraxia because, well, today I was reading forums and two questions kept on coming up. First one, what causes dyspraxia? And on the forum they say it's a malfunction on how the brain talks to the body. So it slows down hand-eye coordination and speech and everything you think about when you think about a normal human being, a person without a learning disability. And growing up, schooling, like I've said, was difficult. I had a hard time test taking. But I made it. I taught myself ways to cope. So yes, dyspraxia causes malfunctions on how your brain and body works together. But that's just one part of things. Another question that kept on coming up was, does it run in your family? And I thought that was a very obvious answer. Yes, because genetics say so. But there's no genetic marker that says this person has dyspraxia, so there's no way to tell who has dyspraxia in the family. But if you know somebody with dyspraxia, you know somebody in their family that has dyspraxia. My first thought came down to my dad, because he's a problem solver and he tries to find the most efficient way to fix that problem. And when he gets obsessed with one little idea, his world becomes obsessed with that. Trying to fix motorcycles. He's read every book under the earth to fix it. That's somebody with dyspraxia. I'm thinking his mother, my grandmother, has dyspraxia. Because growing up, I've heard stories about how she wasn't the quickest cashier, but she was the nicest. She wasn't the best student. She barely got out of high school. I've heard that from many family members. And there's no reason to test her. And now that I'm sitting here and talking, I'm thinking, okay, maybe my grandfather's brother, Alfred, or James, he might be, because he was known to be a aloof of a human being and a bit weird and a bit nonsensical. I don't have any real memories of Alfred or James. I don't even know his name, really. But that's because he was aloof. He wasn't around when we came down to visit. And then, lastly, I'm pretty sure Josh, my older brother, oldest brother, might have dyspraxia. Because he gets obsessed with things very easily. That's why he has a collection of comic books. And no, I know that you can't just say, oh, he has dyspraxia. But it could make sense. I think life is weird like that. He could have a very mild case of it, and we just didn't know. Because we knew with me, because words didn't come out when I was 3. But he was uber smart because his brain works differently. It malfunctions in a different way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not an expert. I'm just going off theories and things that make sense to me and why the world works. I'm going to use some very messy and kind of illogical metaphor to end this. Life is like having dyspraxia. We all are trying to figure out a way to cope with it. And for me, talking about it and trying to explain myself is the way I deal with it. That was a long-winded video, I know. So please like, share, and subscribe. And if there's anything you want to know about dyspraxia, put it in comments. Please like, share, and subscribe like I just said. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Nate. And for everyone, ever, have a nice day. Again, I'm Nate.